Let's solve the equation negative 8x squared minus 6x equals 0. Okay, so we're dealing with a quadratic equation, right? We have x to the second power in this problem. So our strategy is typically to see if we can factor it, write it as multiplication, where you have two things multiplied together that are set equal to 0. So that way we can use the zero product property to solve it the rest of the way. So I'm going to go ahead and look for a common factor between negative 8x squared and negative 6, those two terms. Well, they both have negative, and typically it's better to factor out a negative number if the first digit is negative. And they're both divisible by 2. And they both have an x in common, right? This one has two x's, this one has one x, so they at least have one x in common. So negative 2x is my common factor. Okay, so now if I factor out negative 2x, I'm dividing it out, right? If I divide this by negative 2x, that will give me a positive 4x. And if I divide out negative 2x from this term, I'm left with a positive 3, right? The x's would cancel. Positive 3. And that all equals 0. Okay, now we rewrote it, right? Now we have two factors that are multiplied together that equal 0. Okay, the product of these two factors is 0. So I'm going to use the zero product property. The first thing could be 0. The second thing could be 0. Now we'll find the x value for each of these equations that would give 0. Okay, so in the first one, negative 2x equals 0. Divide both sides by negative 2. X equals 0, because 0 divided by negative 2 is 0. 4x plus 3 equals 0. Let's subtract 3 from both sides to eliminate the constant term. That will give me 4x equals negative 3. Let's divide both sides by 4 to remove the coefficient. 4 divided by 4 is 1, so that's really just 1x, or just x, equals negative 3/4. So my solutions are 0 and negative 3/4.